A submarine that ran aground off Scotland last month has been relieved of his duties. Commander Andy Coles will remain with the Royal Navy and is to be given another post, but a decision on whether he will face a court-martial is yet to be made. The commander of Rio de Janeiro's military police has issued an ultimatum to drug traffickers: surrender or face the consequences. The rival gang leaders say they're preparing to join forces against the police. Authorities have invaded several shanty towns and arrested more than 200 people. A week of violence has claimed 51 lives. Aung San Suu Kyi has held talks with senior UN officials since her recent release from house arrest. The talks were described as very valuable and said she's looking forward to more meetings with Secretary-General's Chief of Staff. It's the first time a UN representative has visited the country in over a year. An international survey has captured the hopes, fears and desires of some of the world's most impoverished children. It's found access to education is the top priority for youngsters hoping to improve their lives. The survey's organisers hope the findings will better shape aid programs for children in developing countries.
Afghanistan, a country ravaged by war, its people deeply impoverished. But it seems the children of this strife-torn country have the same desires as many of their counterparts around the world.
در قدم اول من اگر رئیس جمهور می‌بودم زمینه تعلیم را برایشان مساعد می‌ساختم و دیگه پرورشگاه جور می‌کردم به خاطر طفلای بی سرپناه.
The International Aid Agency Child Fund surveyed 3,000 children aged 10 to 12 from 30 different countries. The study focused on young people from developing countries, but also included children in Australia, New Zealand and the US. Globally, nearly 60% of them wanted, above all else, better education.
And that's quite significant, I think, that not only adults but children themselves see the critical importance of education in order to give them a better future, in order to give their families a better future.
Child Fund Australia's CEO says we can't afford to ignore the desires of the world's most vulnerable children.
If we don't understand their experience, then we're not likely to design programs that are effective for them. If we don't tap into the insights of children, we often miss out on valuable perspectives that they bring.
Especially kids from war-torn countries.
شما اگر فرزند رئیس جمهور می‌بودید برای کودکان افغانستان چی کار انجام می‌دادید؟
میره با وجود میاد. امنیت و آرامی را با جا می‌آوردیم تا طفل‌ها در فضای ایران زندگی کنند.
Most of the children surveyed at 10 and 12-year-olds of course have known nothing other than war and violence in their community. But it's quite apparent that numbers of the children are deeply affected, deeply traumatised.
Their aspirations for a better Afghanistan captured by the survey.
They've put an extremely high value on the importance of education, and they also are saying that what they want to see is investment in health, clinics, medicines, health infrastructure.
The first survey of its kind, its organisers hope further studies will help aid agencies better serve children in need. Leroy Arben, World News Australia.